I'm Rick Morton from Morton in the Morning. I'm the host of Morton in the Morning here on Z90. I would think that the best thing about our show is when you tune in, there's always positivity. 100% positive. And I think the reason for that is, one, we do a family-friendly show. So we get a lot of feedback where listeners say, oh, I listen with my kids all the time. We love that. Everything we do, whether it's teasing each other, which we do a lot of, ends on a positive note.
The kind of listeners we have on Morton in the Morning are definitely on-the-go listeners. So it's either the mom who's taking her young kid to school, or it's the dad taking his teenage son to school, or it's that UCSD college student trying to get to her 740 class. And I think each of us on the show can relate to someone, like Rick being a father, or D-Rock being in a serious relationship and kind of in the middle of his life right now. And then here I am, I can definitely relate to that college student because I'm right there with them.
The great thing about the features that we have on our show are, it's not so much the actual bit. I have a knack for picking on Adina. This is like my little sister.
Here's the thing about Adina. She may be wrong, but she's sticking with it. So it doesn't matter. She's probably one of the most lovable people you'll ever meet. She's capable of doing anything, and she's genuinely the star of the show, and I love her like a little sister.
Where do I start with D-Rock? He's my big brother. We love to tease each other. I can definitely, kick back and hang out with him any day of the week, and I just love him to death. He's like a big teddy bear. That's really, he looks intimidating, but he's a sweetheart.
Rick is like the older brother and the enforcer, where me and Adina like to have fun, and he's a guy that's like, all right, guys, seriously, love him to death. Rick knows the most random facts for whatever reason. It's like he read the Britannica, like on his time off.
Sponsorships are really important to me and our listeners and just Z90 overall. When I attach my name to someone or their brand or their company, it comes from my whole heart. And by that I mean, I'm not gonna put my name on it if I don't believe in the product. If I love it, I'm gonna tell my sister, my mom, my best friends about it, just like I am to all of our listeners, because that's who they are. They're my family. They're like an I hate you!
When it comes to sponsorships on our show, it's always been a very integral part of what we do. I think having that personal relationship with our listeners where we tease them, they tease us, we have fun, there's a lot of warmth there. I think when you finally get to a point where I'm sitting there telling that person, hey, we have a trust between us, and trust me, this is a great product, it gets you that extra mile when you're trying to stand heads and shoulders above your competition. It makes us look good too, because when we can stand up and say, here's a client, here's a product that believes in us enough to have us provide that message to you, it kind of, in a way, it puts us in a different level than the other people that we're competing against for listeners.